Well, hello again. This is Kevin Kyler with Environmental Inspection Dynamics. In this video, we're going to talk about the damage effects of UVB light. That's the band of sunlight that's particularly efficient in bringing about photo damage to man-made and natural materials. Stuff like plastics, vinyls, rubbers, woods, and oh yes, to our skin. So let's push forward with that. There are three bands of UV light, A, B, and C. When you're out in the sun, you get hit with UVB light. You do not want to be directly exposed to UVC light because this light will kill RNA, DNA, and yep, it will kill COVID. That's good. In any structure, there are three primary damage functions, and they are moisture, heat, and UV light. Moisture causes 80% of the damage within structures because it can exist in many different forms. Heat and UV light follow, but not far behind, and in a way they all interact. This heat and UVB light problem goes even further in synergy with moisture in its vapor form known as humidity. By the way, high relative humidity is what mold wants. The area we'll be looking at is the roof attic assembly. The area in that assembly is the DWVs, otherwise known as drainage waste vent. By the way, and I can attest to this, in the summer, attics get hot. Now I'm pull up my pointer here. That's the V in the DWV, the vent. Pay attention to that rubber boot. Did I say something about these attics getting very hot? Well, there's the proof in the pudding. They do get hot. I'm going to read you this quip down here. For every 10 degrees Celsius or 18 degrees Fahrenheit you raise the temperature of an object, you cut its life in half. From Cervantes Arrhenius. He's a little known Nobel Peace Prize winner. Now this guy Arrhenius knew something about heat and its relation to materials. Arrhenius is known as the father of climate change. All right, now I know you deniers, that's French for deniers, don't accept climate change. But you have to accept scientific facts. What Arrhenius may not have realized is the concomitance heat has with the depletion of stratospheric ozone layer and the increase of UVB light. You want to know more? Then I put these up there to show you where I get this material from. By the way, at the end, I'll bring them up again, these websites, and give you a little time to take them, to record them. You can, Google them, put them in your phone. Something that came from this Anthony L. Andrade, which I kind of like. So let me read this. Of the solar wavelengths, the UVB component is particularly efficient in bringing about photo damage in synthetic and naturally occurring materials. It is particularly true of plastics, rubber, and wood used in building and agricultural industries. Any depletion in the stratospheric ozone layer and the resulting increase of the UVB component of terrestrial sunlight will therefore tend to decrease the service life of these materials. Boy, that's a mouthful, but I agree with that. So, what's the big deal here then, Kev? Well, you might say it goes through the roof literally. All right, one more thing here. The boing boing of the red arrow. That's my foot keeping me from falling off this roof because it's 12-12 pitch. That's the V of the DWV. Pay attention to this. It's important. Okay, now we're inside and I'm holding on to the inside of the DWV. Now, see that? Ooh, how did that get there? You remember that split in the rubber boot? Come on, Kev, what's the big deal here? That's just a small hole. That can't do that much. Really? You might say it goes through the roof literally and downward. Well, that's the DWV where it turns. What's that there? Now, all right, that's mold growing on the insulation I pulled back. That's mold on that 2x4. And look what's on the top side of the drywall. That happens to be of the tray ceiling on the master bedroom below. Now, the gentleman that called me in to look at this said, hey, there's about a $50 size spot on my tray ceiling. You see what that $50 spot can do over the side you don't see? The temporary fix. Put a little boogie around it, also known as silicone. Remember, this is a temporary fix. Okay, there's my poogie, there's the boot, and it ain't gonna last that long. So the fix. Let's call it getting the lid out. Now, the contractor that repaired this gave me this. This is the rubber boot. There's the split you saw with the arrows. Guess what? There's the other split. And in expansion contraction, these things move and a lot of water comes down that DWV, down, down, down. You know something he said that really interested me? He says, by the way, we do about 10 or 12 of these a week. Oh boy. Well, this is what happened. Now about getting that lead out. The roofing contractor went back to his truck, got out a lead sheet, wrapped the DWV, and flashed it in properly. Hey, if lead stops X-rays, then I'm pretty sure it will stop the sun from further damaging those DWVs. This is the why this happens. It's orientation to the sun. All right, there it is, the lead-wrapped DWV. I know you can read, but that's north. By the way, he had another one of the vents on that side of the roof. If you look down there, those are vents, the white ones that is, that aren't lead-wrapped. Wondering what could happen. Now, I took this picture about 45 degrees to my right. Why am I showing you this? Yeah, I know you can read it south. Well, at this point in the summer, the sun's pretty much straight down. So it tends to solar load the north sides of these roofs for a good 3 months, maybe a little more. But in the fall, the sun's out there. It doesn't load these solar. The solar doesn't load this side of the roofs because they are on the north. Kind of getting the message? Okay. Now, this may be a bit of an ecology statement, but maybe we should all be more concerned with shade trees than green lawns. As you can see, our sunlight has gotten quite nasty. We used to use SPF 25. Now we have to use SPS 50 and up. Now, before I close, ta-da, here's those websites. There's that one about Cervantes Arrhenius. I find this particularly interesting. I really do. That one's about the ozone. And this one was from that article by Anthony L. Andrade. Now, if you're looking up at your V of the DWVs and you suspect a problem, call me. Here I am. Look, if you got to the website, just add Kevin at, and you can email me. Now, if you don't like emailing, well, then call me or text me. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching.